Greetings, everyone. Hope that got you in tune a little bit, healthy wise. This is Staying in the Light, real society about doing what's right. It's self determination as a community. And I'm going to talk about a comment I had yesterday. I think it's very interesting. Greetings to all you out there. Yeah, pardon me, I am a little late. I had some business to take care of. I missed the 10 o'clock class, but I'm back. Now, someone came in the class yesterday and he asked me, what does what we do have to do with people of other races? And I find that pretty odd because if he didn't identify us, he probably was Eurocentric. So he's asking us, the oppressed in this society, where did he fit in at? That's just like the civil rights people. Instead of building something for themselves, they petition the government to force other people to give them jobs, to force other people to allow them in their communities, to force other people to serve them. No, 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 no. You have a right to build as a community. That was wrong what happened in the civil rights, and there's still repercussion from that because when people stop giving you things and you haven't built nothing for yourself, you're blaming them when you should blame yourself for not building for yourself. Self-determination, what we're talking about. So this person who has so many avenues open to him, he's not denied entry in any place he go. However, he wants to force himself into our community. That is sick. I don't go to other communities that's I'm not represented and ask them why you don't have people like me there. That's their right. They can choose whoever they want to be in their community. There's nothing wrong with that. So you trying to accuse us here of reverse racism. That is so ignorant. Because racist is a term that you all created. And the reason why you created the term race, so you can put yourself on top and put other people beneath you. We don't conform with those terms. We don't believe in racism, superiority. We don't believe in none of that stuff. That's fiction. It's not real. The experience of suffering is real. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. But I'm saying that calling it racism is a fiction. It's evil. It's wrong. If you're going to put a name to it, don't try to hide what someone doing evil by calling it racism or hate crime. Crime is crime. And this one thing I found out about hate crime, and you do the research, don't believe anything I say here. Hate crime get reduced sentences than a regular crime. And if it's done by a Eurocentric person, yeah, they just get a pat on the wrist. That's why they had this category hate crime. So we're going to excuse you. We're not going to give you a stiff penalty because it's just hate. They're marginalizing hate by calling it a crime. Come on now. I hate wrong. I hate evil. I hate wrong and evil people. Does that make me a criminal? Oh, somebody talk back to me in the chat. What's your thoughts on that? We got to have a crime labeled hate. Y'all can't see the trick knowledge in that? Who gonna commit most of the hate crimes? Not us. So it's not for us. It's for you to pardon yourself because it's just hate. You you know you're allowed to hate, so we're not gonna give you a stiff penalty unless you were just a criminal. But crime is crime. When you start categorizing it like that, you're taking away the seriousness of the crime. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying, what's being said. Okay, I got my family here. I see y'all coming in. You know, y'all, like I said, I came in, I had some things to do today. I had to get something done on my phone. And luckily, that's why I choose people who within the area where it's not far. I don't have to go out and get there right on time to be the first one served. But let me ask family a question to see if you feel what I feel. When you go to these places where you're not represented, how do you feel? I mean, it's in the air. You can feel the suspicion. I won't say it's hate. It's just, I can't put my finger on it. Disrespect. Yeah. It's like we've taken a pack of disrespect against you people. And we're gonna put up with you all. That's what I get. And some people they just stare at you. They just stare at you looking for you to respond. I don't respond to that. You can stare all you want. You're not gonna provoke me because I know what you're doing. That's why we gotta have our own people. And this person asking me what problems do I have not representing him. You are really, really, man. Do you know what we go through? Those those of us who are conscious and aware. I got to build up my protection of all these evil spirits that's coming at me. These anger spirits. I have to be protected when I go to y'all places because man, there's so much hatred there. It's in the air. And now that the government say you don't have to represent us, you don't have to hire us, you got more contempt. At least we was keeping you balanced, but now you're totally unbalanced because everybody is supporting your bias. Movies, TV, and so you wind up blaming the victim for their condition. Because otherwise, you have to look at yourself as a perpetrator of hatred. And you don't want to do that. So it's easy to just blame the other people and not look at yourself. Yeah, so I just want to share that because Anyone come here and see it's not a community that we talk about your ideas? Why would you ask me a question about that? Why don't you go to your community? You have so many communities you're welcome in. But you want to take away my right to determine who's going to be in my community? I dare you. That's been the problem. We have not determined our own path. But that day is gone. We are waking up. And this is something all people do. All nations have their own community. What's wrong with you? You don't want us to have anything for ourselves. That's what he's saying. If he's not included, we're doing something wrong. Well, go tell that to your community because they exclude us with everything. But the thing is, we're not forcing you anymore to include us. We're saying we have our own. We don't need you to include us. We don't need your permission. We don't need your aid. We're becoming self-determined. And no, you're not welcome because it's not for you. We're doing this of ourselves. Take it as hatred if you want to, but you have so many of your communities you can go to. We don't. I'm not going anywhere I'm not welcome or wanted. So what do? We build our own communities where there's love there. That's the idea. When you go to these places, there's no love. There's no love anywhere. Man, I mean y'all got to be bowing down, but just the air is thick with disrespect. It's thick, borderline hatred. It's thick with no love. Where there's no love, God is not there. That's what we feel. Those who are aware, we say, man, God is not in this place. Let me do what I got to do and get to stepping. So that's why we have our own communities. So don't dare come here and ask us why we don't include you in our conversations. You're sick. This is our community. Okay? You be happy in your community. Something wrong with you if you want to come and infiltrate our community. Something wrong with you. Everybody, birds of a feather flock together, as they say. So you want to come over here and infiltrate us. No, we're not going to allow it to happen. Okay, I think I said my piece I had to say. Thank y'all for coming in. Appreciate y'all. I rise and shine. I'm not high on anything, so I don't say hi. I have a natural equilibrium, so I don't have to get high. Okay, well, that's it until 5 p.m. We'll talk to you later.